I knew Robert for a long time. We've been great friends since about third grade. Me and him and Jenna Manning, we grew up together. We stood by each other, and I always stood by him. And I protected him from anybody, anybody who wanted to pick a fight with him or pick on him. I'd stand up for him, and so would she. Anybody in school who called him names or wanted to hit him, and I told them if they do, I would knock the living snot out of them to next week. Knock them so hard they'd be a new race. And we just grew up together and just I knew him so well, and he knew me so much, and when it happened, I was just hanging out with him. It happened so fast, and we knew each other so well, and we grew up together. And like one of the things that he always said that made me laugh, and just because I complained to him how much George Bush pissed me off when he was president, and just pissed me off. I talked about it all the time, and then so Robert eventually started saying, George Bush just sucked, and he just started saying George Bush all the time to everything. So one day I failed the test, and I was like, it's because that teacher's fault. The teacher pissed me off. That test was stupid. And Robert just says it's George Bush's fault. Or I'd ask him how he's doing, and he'd be like, George Bush. And man, I can't even say any of the stories I did of things we've done just because we've done so much. I mean, he's probably one of the smartest kids I've ever met, ever even knew. He knew math like at a college level, but he never went that far just because he never cared. But he knew he's a lot smarter than a lot of kids I know. I plan on taking this guy to jail for this. This wasn't right. This shouldn't have happened. He was, he's 19. He has his whole life ahead of him. This shouldn't have happened. And Kelly and Tracy, Kenny and Andrew, and Harley and Tyler and Zach. You guys are a little too young to understand right now, but Robert was a great brother to you guys. He was a really great guy. Everybody else, I'm here. I'm here for you. I'm here for you guys. Especially you, you, Kelly, Tracy, Andrew, and Kenny. I'm here for you guys. If you need to talk, I'll talk. And, you're not going through this alone. Again, I was right beside him, and he was like a brother, man. I loved him. So I'm going to keep thinking about him. He's going to be with all of us. All of us who are close to him, he's going to be with all of us. And we're going to somehow prank us in a way. And he was an amazing kid, and probably one of the best guys I've ever known. This is an instrumental for Robert.
place. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here. Robert was considered his very best friend. Since the day one that I met Robert, he was the most polite child I had ever come across. And I knew right then and there my son had a very pure and sensitive friend at heart. And I don't think you can find people like that in this world. And that's why he's not here today. He is very pure.
Me, Zach, and everybody were at the table and started just pouring the root beers and trying to chug it, and we finished chugging it in 5 minutes. Next period, we had the worst stomach ache. So that was a good time.